everybody, this is Angela Savage, the daughter of IndyCar driver Swede Savage. It's time to watch stories from motorsports. My buddy, Doug Kenny, loves to share the journey of people in racing, and he is an amazing dude. Drivers, owners, fans, and team members, watch the SFM podcast.
Hey everybody, this is Doug Kenny from Stories from Motorsports. I'd like to thank my buddy Josh Mabe for the YouTube work he did years ago that inspired me to create this platform. I'd like to thank my buddy Victor Sifton for convincing me to get back into it after my hiatus from 2017 to 2019. I have a very special treat for you all today with an amazing journey from an amazing racing figure. Drivers, start your engines.
That's an original Ron Burton. That would be with the year that Mario and Michael Andretti were teammates at Newman-Haas Racing. So you have a montage and portraits of Paul Newman, Carl Haas, of course, with a cigar, Mario and Michael, and their two cars. And it's an impressionistic oil painting that Ron did, and it's certainly a treasure. And of course, Carl and Paul are not with us anymore, but it's nice to see the faces of good friends on my wall every day. It makes it really cool.
Yeah, it makes you remember them for sure.
Yeah.
In case people of my generation don't know yet, Paul Newman was a former IndyCar owner and won championships in IndyCar competition with partner Carl Haas. But Disney fans will remember him for his voice acting of Doc Hudson in Cars.
But
yeah.
Let's give him a little bit of his due. He was a pretty good actor back in the day, and if you haven't seen Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, put it on your to-do list. The Sting, Color of Money. I'm not getting any royalties off of Newman here, but he was a pretty good actor too.
Yeah, I heard he was one of the hottest too in the 50s. Him and Joanne Woodward.
They were definitely they were easy on the eyes. Easy on the eyes for sure.
Yeah. So what about these helmets?
Okay, well, we've got those are all actually Corvette racing helmets. From left to right on the top, those are the first two on the left were worn at the Rolex 24 at Daytona. And then the third one, sort of in the middle without a visor, was a Le Mans helmet from Corvette Racing at the 24 Hours of Le Mans. And then the one on the end that looks a little bit like a moto helmet. I wore that one I drove for GM Racing in the 80s when we were developing the Beretta. So I wore that when we raced the Camaro and some of the Beretta days. And then in the case there, you've got a lot of Corvette Racing memorabilia. And just a lot of personal mementos. There's a little bit of a shrine to President Ronald Reagan in there as well. I'm a big Reagan fan.
Yeah, great actor too.
And another actor, that's right, another actor.
I maintain to this day that Reagan was a very great actor. I've seen a lot of his movies.
Yep, you better like black and white if you like Reagan on film, right? So I don't think he did any color.
Yeah.
They were all black and whites.
I also noticed that Ronald was very humorous because I saw a clip of him on What's My Line, and when he was asked a question, he responded with yes, with like da 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 da. Something like that.
He was certainly known for his good wit.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that a photo of you on the track, or?
Yeah, that's a huge. I forget the exact dimensions, but I know at the time it was the largest unspliced Kodak paper that you could print film on. So obviously you could make a picture larger, but it would have to be spliced to get the size. But that was the biggest piece of paper that you could get for film developing in those days. But it was that was taken at Trois Rivières in Quebec, Trois-Rivières in 1990. And you can see it's just going through a left-hand turn. I actually remember the photographer's name who took that picture. The guy's name was Paul Strack, who was a Canadian photog. And but it's funny, you remember stuff, but I remember the guy's name who took that picture.
Hey everybody, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please hit like and subscribe if you did so, and please continue supporting our amazing guest. And everybody, we'll see you next time on SFM.
Hi, this is Ted Warner speaking. While the checkered flag is waved for this program, stay tuned for next week for the next episode of SFM. Thanks to Doug Kenny for what he does for motorsports.